partners.
Okay, we're live. It is the rundown, December 8th. Office, per usual, piping up, getting loud.
Yeah, we should go yell.
Caleb was yelling at us for being too loud. I was
Is
like,
Caleb? Where is Caleb?
He was yelling at us for being too loud earlier.
I don't even know that Caleb's here. I think he did his one video for the day and then took off. The rundown is brought to you by DirecTV Now. So this is for digital. Introductory offer for Stoolies, $35 a month. You get 100 channels. You get 10,000 on-demand titles. That's a shit ton. That's 10 with
4 zeros.
4 zeros. HBO, Cinemax, you want those. They're $5 a month each. You can cancel anytime. No brainer. $35 a month. DirecTV Now. Click on the link below it. Get digital. We're a digital company. This is digital. You're watching digital now. You can watch TV digital. You can watch us digitally through your Apple TV. I don't know if you can, but get DirecTV Now. $35 a month. Click on the link. 100 channels. 10,000 on-demand channels. Cancel anytime. Do it. DirecTV Now. Okay. Kind of a slow day, subject-wise. We'll start with this Hofstra Hazing story. Maybe the longest blog ever written, by the way. It was super long, not written by a guy named Jerry Thornton. I think it was a K. Marco blog. In heavy detail of all the shit going down. They have a kid locked in a cage. They're throwing like powder and hot sauce. For some reason, there's just a swastika behind one of the kids.
That seemed a little excessive.
No, that's not for some reason. I mean, that's just kind of frat stuff.
Just a little frat Nazi stuff.
You got to take whatever's normal and then take it to a level that everyone's going to get fired from whatever job they have right now.
I am a firm believer in pro-frat hazing. As bad as you want to make it, I'm in. You just know you're going in. It's like you sign a contract,
sign up for it.
haze the fuck out of me.
Right.
Now, that's part of it. You can't be like, oh, I'm in a frat and I'm surprised they haze me. And the problem is, which is always the case, you can't take any complaints. The kid who sniped and wrote the letter, got kicked out of the frat. Nobody in is complaining. Everybody in is like, it was worth the problem. The only kid, and he sexually assaulted somebody. I don't know if I read K. Marco said the sexual assault was he grinded on a chick without permission. No, I don't know. And even that you should be allowed to do. The long and short of it is, you can't complain about something you know that's going to happen. You're going to get hazed. You should get hazed. That's the America I want to live in. That's my take on this KFC.
I got 3 things. First of all, we always say this: you can't let anybody ever have cameras out ever. That's just basic.
That actually
day
is a
one
great
shit.
point.
Yep.
Great.
So
point.
that's just silly.
Take the phones.
2, I think you're a fucking loser if you let yourself get hazed. I understand what you're saying. You either sign up for it or you don't. But the minute that someone's like, I'm only going to hang out with you if you get inside of a fucking chicken cage,
just leave.
I'm out.
Yeah.
And I fret with
not
that.
Nate was willing to
This is not for you.
be here for that.
All right, so I actually have 3 things, not your 2. You
I forgot
you
my
forgot
third. It'll come
halfway
to me.
through. Number 1, I think there should be a law, maybe Trump's the guy who can do this, where you can't be held accountable for any text messages. Text messages you shouldn't have text messages published. It's like the Richie Incognito, Jonathan Martin. When you're talking on text messages, it's different than you talk in public.
My
or,
problem here
I'll
is
get back to you on that.
Okay.
3 minutes.
All right. 2.
I don't agree with that.
Well, you don't. Okay. All right. 2. I think. Did you guys see that one of the pieces of hazing was they were just chugging milk and puking on each other?
Yep.
You can't knock that.
If that's hazing, then I guess
that's
I
called
hazed.
that's
I
called a
hazed
franchise.
myself. Yeah.
That's not hazing,
a
that's a
franchise.
franchise.
We're monetizing that here at Barstool. And number 3, I love when any of these reports come out because they'll write a whole detailed article and be like, and so-and-so who goes by butt plug. And then they'll refer to butt plug 4 different times during the thing.
I disagree on the text message thing. I think you can be held accountable, especially. So you think you can just send unsolicited text
No,
messages?
I think group text messages with your friends should never be allowed to be made public.
See, I think you're at your most. Well, that's a different story for being held accountable.
But
because
if
I
you're
think I'm
doing
at
a
my most
group-
honest when I'm on my text.
Right, but you don't want that honesty
Correct.
out there.
But I think if it's out there, you can be held accountable for it.
If
I
you're
disagree. I think
saying
it should-
things that you know,
I think it should be like
there's
international waters. Your text messages with your friends should be international waters. You can't anything goes.
like social
can't be
media, what we
prosecuted.
talked about
Social media, I think,
yesterday.
is different.
I will say, I think on most group text messages, there's a mole in there. Like when you're on a big group text message, there's one guy you're like, I wish
I don't
he-
fuck
It's
with
like
your
when-
text.
it's like
for that very
whenever-
reason.
Yeah,
It's like
there's
whenever
somebody on it.
Gaz will sometimes text me, Kevin, and Keith, and we just won't respond.
Yeah,
Because we're
I'm
like,
not messing
Gaz,
with
you
that.
are the mole.
Oh, I got my third point. You can't let if you have someone, you kick someone out of the frat, you basically got to kill them. Because you can't have snitches like this. Like if
Right.
you kick somebody out or they do something wrong and you feel like you've got a mole,
And
I don't know, you
spin
can't
zone.
have that.
You guys all kill a guy together. That's how you bond.
That's brotherhood.
Yeah, right.
That's true frat hazing.
That's
Kill a
a
guy.
different level. That's better than puking on each other.
Can we talk about his sweater for a second?
It's a great
of
sweater.
course.
It's a great sweater.
Kevin's just
It's a great cardigan.
He's been fucking killing it all week with just left and right. One day he's a wanksta.
The
Next day
cardigan,
he's
this
Mr.
is-
Rogers.
This is something special.
This is straight out
It's
of
got
like you're
it's got the
72 years old.
panels.
I mean,
This is as
I'm
fun
I'm
as it
actually
gets,
though.
Dave.
I will say I'm excited to see Riggs wear this in a few weeks.
yeah, right.
That will look ridiculous.
With the sneakers, yeah, and the two Clancy's running around here like
It's
I feel
weird,
like-
Clancy
right?
wanted
It is.
Clancy's.
It's weird
I
for me,
saw
too. It's probably weirder
I
for
saw
me than
another
anybody.
Clancy. There's too many Clancy's going. I feel like the older Clancy would wear this. I don't see you wearing that. I'm just
No, this
the
is-
whole thing.
this is-
what is that? Is that a sponsor? Give us that.
No, I
you
think
bought
it's-
that?
I think it's just Banana Republic. Free. That's a free one.
It's gross.
You, of all people,
here we go.
with
What?
walking around with your military jacket down to your feet and your
The
balls
military
spotted,
jacket-
you
the military
you
jacket-
have gone through the weirdest style transition during your midlife crisis.
The
and that's a
military,
fact.
the military jacket was given to me by an Air Force cadet, and I told him I'd wear it, and I read the letter. You don't watch Dave Walks to Work. The bald spot, I'm now on top of and have it completely under control. My hair is just lighter back there. I'm just gonna dye the hair the rest of the color. Nobody even know it. So
You
everything's
both, you
under
both are
control.
ridiculous. You got to get this. I wear the same pants, the same type
Same
of shoes,
sweater.
same hoodless
All
sweater
day.
every day. You got to know.
I'm
what
very
works.
happy.
Just
I'm
stay
very
with
No,
it.
you know what
with
actually
everything
happened?
I got.
with it.
When I was in Boston
I'm
with
very happy.
Feidelberg and Lewis. And they-
Feidelberg would wear.
Yeah,
all right.
that's what
Well,
happened.
you
Enough
copy
said.
you,
That's
you
what
copy
happened.
your
Enough
shit
said.
from Feidelberg.
What?
You copy your shit
Yeah,
from
you're always
Lewis
in
and
Feidelberg.
Feidelberg.
Oh no,
Outrageous.
You
absolutely.
started cuffing your jeans
Everything
now?
that you do,
See,
Feidelberg too.
They've been doing that.
Dude, this-
Feidelberg and Lewis have been doing that for like
This
3 years, and all of a
this is
sudden
an
you start
absolute
cuffing
fact.
your
All I
jeans.
do now-
Feidelberg will
fit.
do something, and
They
then
don't
2 years
fucking
later,
fit.
you will do something 2 years
All right.
after Feidelberg every single time.
That
is a
is
fact.
absolutely
Hey, fights.
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 Feidelberg.
Fights. You see Dave started cuffing his jeans recently?
New trend. It's a new trend.
The ones that are too long, these don't fit. I roll them up.
can we-
And this isn't cuffing. I just roll them.
Since we're totally off
What?
topic here,
Get the jeans
can
from
we-
yesterday. Did I fucking cuff those?
Sean,
Fuck no.
Sean, can you put the TBT picture that I posted on Twitter into the rundown right now? For anyone who wonders if money changes people. Look
This
at that
guy
picture.
loves this. I'm gonna blog. I'm gonna blog it anyways. I'm gonna blog it. This
you
guy's
see the
new.
picture?
No, what
This
is it?
guy's.
Oh my
you
God,
haven't seen the
Kevin.
picture.
What is
It's
it?
not a
It
good look.
honestly looks like it's fake.
Oh,
I
you're
thought
gonna-
it was
you're
fake
gonna go
Dave.
shake. You're
I thought it was the fake Dave from the
It's a bad
sandcastles.
picture. So, I love it. I love it. I'm getting older. I'm getting better, like a fine fucking wine.
That's not real. It's
real.
That's a
You're in it.
Photoshop.
You're in it.
No way.
You're in it.
No way.
You're in it to make it real.
My God.
I don't know how to
Yo.
explain it.
I thought it was you remember fake Dave, the sandcastle guy
I'm
with the
glad I
kids?
entertain
I
everybody
thought
here.
it was
I'm a
him.
content machine.
He looks like the
I
poker guy, the
actually-
fat poker guy.
I actually saw it and didn't think it was me either.
I didn't either.
If we're being totally honest.
Money-
It's amazing.
Kids,
But you
kids
know,
out there, listen, if you ever want to change your life, just get some money and then you'll go from the
Well,
schlub to cuffing your jeans.
Dave, this can't be real. You know how like Beyonce has pictures
I
of her
miss
stuff
Fat
from the
Dave.
internet?
I miss Fat Dave. I'll just say it. I remember too because we went to a barbecue place in Chicago and you ordered like 17 orders of fries for like 10 people.
yes.
You were like,
that
we need more
used to-
fries. We
that
need more
used to be
fries.
my move.
That's Fat Dave.
And
I miss Fat
whenever
Dave.
we went to anywhere to get a burger, I order like
Just
30
so many
fries and
fries.
just eat them
Just
all.
fried
I
us to
will
death.
say, that's what happens when you've been not left your computer for decades straight, just fucking
Brick
vlogging
by
and
brick
vlogging.
by
You
brick.
have fries and
It's
food.
so true.
You guys are.
You're like an incubator.
I was
Like, just
there for
throw-
10 years by myself, no office,
Hunched
just
over.
like, yeah, just. So I get a little fucking sunlight. I talk to a
straighten
couple
yourself
people,
out a little.
and things start changing a little bit. Christ, that picture was not a good look.
It's the funniest picture I've ever seen.
I'm
And
not
it looks
gonna
like
be
you're
able to do the rest
stealing
of this right
candy
now.
from a
I
kid.
think I need a replacement.
It was shocking. I saw the pictures like, wow. But now, you know what I did? I walked right into the bathroom, looked myself in the mirror. I'm like, you look great, Dave,
look
and walked
great.
back out. So a little confidence boost. LeBron, my guy, this didn't even bother me. LeBron's doing
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I was shocked
I can't
too.
believe that you almost
You're
like
getting
didn't put
soft.
this on the rundown.
So he's doing the
Fat
bottle
Dave would've been
challenge.
bothered.
Fat Dave would have been
No,
fucking
it's
Yeah, I've been mad for weeks.
French
For
fries and
weeks.
LeBron.
Press conferences and
Fuck you, LeBron.
No, LeBron still gets me mad, but sometimes it's like this shit. He's doing the thing on the side of the bench. The Knicks are down 100. For whatever reason, I don't make my anger up. This story with LeBron, it's just fucking LeBron. But I didn't go crazy. I was like, oh, I want to kill him. I just kind of And I mean, I don't know. Didn't
It's
drive me
worse
nuts.
for the Knicks. I mean, he's basically just punking you on your floor.
Yeah, I mean, well, obviously the fact that they got blown the fuck out, but the old Knicks, like, you would have had an elbow through your face or something like that.
Right.
This would be a problem. Like, next time they come to the Garden or next time they're in Cleveland, there'd be a bounty
You
on his head.
You need like to get. And you know what? Like Joakim Noah should be that guy.
What else could he do?
LeBron. He was like every time the Bulls played the Cavs, it was like Joakim is gonna fucking go all out on them or the Heat, and he would not take any shit from LeBron.
Now
it's sad that
he's like Darrell Revis. It's like, I'm
sad.
injured and I don't really
It's
care
sad. He doesn't
anymore.
have that swagger. It's sad.
Can I ask a question? Where did the fat picture come from?
How do we get
Not
that?
rattled.
No, I'm
Keith
dead
was going
serious. Like,
through his
I've
old
generally
pictures.
seen it. Keith took that?
Keith took it. It
So-
was outside of Lily's Q
so
in
Keith- So Keith brought
Chicago.
that back to life.
Yeah.
Was
Keith
that
brought
was it taken?
was right after
because
Greg
he looked so
Olsen-
What a
gross, or was it 'cause
diabolical
it was
move
like
from the
kid?
quiet man in the corner.
Yeah, it was
know what I
right
mean?
after the Greg Olsen when I let you out of the
Silent
pads.
assassin.
I let you out of the
Unbelievable.
pads. You
Okay,
probably
so-
wish I didn't let you out of the pads.
So K. Marco did
Can I
that.
see it again?
Yeah,
Very
I just wanna
interesting.
look
It's
at it
like
forever.
unbelievable.
Can we
miss
get this like
Dave, though.
blown up?
That Dave would have been.
Can we get this blown up?
That Dave
Fuck
would
up. I
have.
don't
Yeah.
care. That should be a reminder
I'll
of what
say this
happens
for
when
you.
Dave
you
would have
fucking
written
spend
6
10
blogs
hours
about
at work.
LeBron
It's
today.
much better than the other way around.
1,000
You know?
times
Yeah,
better.
of
At this
course.
rate, I'm
Yeah, I
going
mean,
to
my
legitimately
old
be
pictures-
like America's top model.
My old pictures are depressing for a different reason. Yeah,
and the fact that you're talking to this little kid.
Kevin agrees with me. That Dave right there, he would have written 6 blogs about LeBron today while eating like 17 baguettes from Panera.
I used to do that. That was another move I did. I used to eat a full baguette.
Just crushing them with anger.
I had a full
and,
chicken.
and then you'd be like, why am I fat? And it's like,
I
all I eat
literally-
is a salad and 17 baguettes for lunch.
I literally ate. I would send out somebody. I'd get the bread that came with it, and then I'd get the full baguette as well, and eat them both. So yeah, shit happened when you're building. I didn't have time for any of that. It's like blog, eat. That's what I fucking did. The pants were too long. That was an excuse.
Yeah, the whole look.
It was
the shirt.
the pigeon
I'm
toes-
telling you,
the
I
pigeon
had.
toes at the bottom.
I probably
Oh.
hadn't been outside in 6 months before that. We got a second ad. SeatGeek. If you need tickets, we're going to Army Navy, Dan and I, so that's exciting. We'll be there. All the cadets, everybody excited. That's been a bucket list game for me, for you, forever. So super excited to see Army Navy. SeatGeek, if you're going to buy tickets, it's they'll give you $20 off when you download the app. First time download the app. Put in the code RUNDOWN, and we've given it. But SeatGeek, basically, they put all the tickets, they value them. So it doesn't just have to be the most expensive ticket the best, it's the best value, where you're getting the most bang for your buck. So SeatGeek, download the app, use the code RUNDOWN, $20 back, either PayPal or they'll send you a check, and they always see those. So this Walgreens fight, it's quick, it's fast. This is the exact opposite of that dad fight we had the other day, which we said was sad. There's something about just a guy in a sport coat just ragdolling, throwing him through the candy aisle. Nate, who blogged it, actually had the perfect analogy.
Yep.
It was exactly like Stone Cold with Booker T.
Yeah.
in the supermarket.
Oh, that was like a seminal moment of my childhood.
I've used
Chicken
that
and
in the
milk.
blog.
Yeah.
It was this guy just throwing this guy back and forth, and he's just like a white dude in a sport coat doing it. I love it. It's like Michael Douglas falling down, that guy.
Yeah,
It's like he
that's the
just
thing.
snapped.
That was like probably 5 or 6 years of anger at work and at home from your wife and all that shit coming out in Walgreens against the candy, against the magazines, up against the register. It was
He
perfect.
didn't even break a sweat. He's done that
He
before.
didn't- his face didn't even
He
change.
probably did that like in the time. You know how it's so annoying now that you have to insert the chip and you just stare at the person for like 4 seconds while it's like chip reading. He probably just did all that in between the chip.
Speaking of the chip reader, that will get an automatic fuck me out of every single time I swipe, and they're like, chip, I just go,
It's
fuck me.
so annoying.
Like every time,
And it
automatic.
takes forever, and you just sit there, and they're like, okay, just give it a second.
And then it
give
goes,
a second. Yeah.
I had something
adding-
at my
oh.
local CVS yesterday. They don't have like they don't have like live people at my CVS. You have to like scan the codes.
Yeah,
And
Robots
I had
taking
too
over.
much shit, and it didn't fit on the where they put your item where the bagging is, and everything was just falling over the ground. It was a lot of
Well,
F-bombs
the
there
self
too.
checkout's better than I'm in a war at Rite
No
Aid by my
humans,
place.
yeah.
I would never go in Rite Aid.
6 fucking registers, 1 person working it.
Yeah.
And then every time
holiday
they call
season,
for
dude.
backup. Well, why don't you just have 2 fucking people working?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Rite Aid, that's like the Southwest though of like convenience stores. You kind of deserve that.
They're all the
True.
same. They're all the same.
No,
They all are at the
Walgreens
bottom of the
usually
barrel,
doesn't
and then
work.
it's like
Rite Aid is far lower on the spectrum than like CBS for
Yeah.
sure. Trump, a quick Trump story. So he's gonna, I think, make a reality show out of his inauguration with Mark Burnett.
As he should.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think this whole thing should be a reality show. I think when we meet with world leaders now, I want reality show. I want it edited, cut. I want it to be like, what was that boxing show they had? The Contender. It was another Mark Burnett. It was so underrated, but they only had the highlights. Do that. Make this. This is what Trump's here for. Give me the reality. So he's going to walk down like Fifth Ave, a parade, hop in a helicopter like Jeff Probst at the end of Survivor, and like zoom into Washington. Love everything about it. My guy.
I want like presidential Hard Knocks. I want it
that's
all
it.
to
No,
be like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, if we're gonna go to nuclear war and have Trump do all this, we might as well get some good TV out.
Yeah,
of it. I'm
imagine
totally
that
fine with
appointment
it.
television. Everyone watching, like, are we gonna drive a bomb right
Yeah,
now?
right.
Fucking
Right.
electric.
Like, tune in next week. We're gonna have abortion repealed.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
right,
deal.
exactly.
Love it. This is the second kind of Instagram sex virginity ballpark story we've had. This Instagram model is caught making a video saying she's going to go to Dubai to fuck some dude and her 13-year-old brother. If I understood it was for 25 grand. I read this blog, it said 50. My two quick thoughts, which I know we agree on. First of all, you can fuck 13-year-olds in Dubai. That's just a fact. Everybody in Dubai, the sheiks, they do what they want to do. So I have no problem with that at all. Two,
You can fuck
what, you're laughing at that?
13-year-old guys if they're down for like.
Yeah.
If
I'm
you're a
not saying
13-year-old guy in
You
America.
can't fuck a 13-year-old girl in Dubai.
No, that's bad.
You can't fuck a 13-year-old
No.
girl.
Yeah,
I'm
Dave,
gonna give you a
Dave, get
solid
hard.
no.
Take
I
a
gave
harder
you-
line on
I
that one,
said
Dave.
no.
Fat Dave,
Please.
I said no. Fat
Take
Dave
a
would probably
harder
say you
line
can't
on,
fuck
on
13-year-old
fucking
girls.
13-year-old
I don't
girls.
know what you can do in Dubai.
You can't.
I
Dave,
said no.
Nowhere on this planet can you
I
fuck a
said
13-year-old
no.
girl.
I
Take
said
a harder
no.
line.
I was thinking Dubai.
But if
Dubai,
you're if a
Dubai is
13-year-old
have you ever been to Dubai?
No.
It's a wild place.
if a 13-year-old boy in America has, a brother or a father who's like, I'm gonna pay $25,000 for you to fuck this Instagram model, and he's like, sure, that's
Primo.
legal too.
Yeah, definitely. That's just called a dude
That's
getting laid.
that's the best. That's
That's
the
called,
best
that's
childhood
called
ever.
a kid losing his virginity.
Right.
It happens all the time.
Right.
I don't know. You guys maybe. I don't know if you can.
Oh,
in
now
here
you're
in
gonna
America.
call
Yeah. Well, America.
13-year-old girls in Dubai. Okay.
America has very different rules than Dubai. And the second
A
part.
13-year-old, you're almost in like 8th grade, right?
Yeah,
You
this
can
is
fuck
like
a
an
chick
awesome-
if you're in 8th grade. If you're a dude.
Yeah.
Right, so what's the problem?
So then, like Dubai.
Yeah, but I'm talking about you can't fuck girls.
You can't fuck 13-year-old girls.
Wait,
Girls-
13-year-old,
girls don't.
13-year-old girls in America are fucking.
Yeah, but other.
They are. I mean, I'm not saying.
We're not gonna. Listen, Dave. Let's not.
I'm not
let's
gonna go
not
there.
say what we were
I
gonna
won't
say.
go there. I won't go
again.
there. This
Hey,
story-
Again.
you would.
I'm not
You
going
wouldn't
to
say it though.
He's classy.
But yeah,
we're not
you-
gonna
but
say
not-
what
I,
we're thinking. But how old? How old is? That's like 10 years.
When you say 8th grade, trust me, I have friends who are teachers. Shit's going weird in 8th grade in America. Trust me.
But here's the thing. They're fucking other 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
But I'm saying all time and space cease to exist in Dubai. That's all I'm saying. The Instagram model, real quick, I couldn't say she's like, send me 25 grand before I come. And I don't know if she gets another 25 when she shows up.
I would
assume
imagine
that's the
half and
deal.
half.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'll just assume that's it because who else would send 25? No way she shows. Last story.
Wait, I had one quick question. So, I think who blogged this? Spags. He said a lot of the Instagram models are really just prostitutes. Do we have a list somewhere?
Right. Can we get like an Instagram
Right.
2.0?
I gotta
Right,
be,
can we get a list
I
for
gotta be
that?
honest.
like a
that-
blue
that-
check.
Yeah.
I know, like,
Yeah,
these are the
yeah.
hookers, these are the regular people.
I have a theory on that. I feel like I hear even with our girls, oh, she's a prostitute, she's a prostitute. I think that just is guys who can't like hook up with the girls, and it's just
They
like
just
you're a
say
prostitute.
that? Yeah.
But I don't think they actually are.
Well,
and
but
it's
that
like,
girl was.
oh, they hooked up with an athlete. It's like, yeah, because they're like the hottest chick in the world. So I don't believe all that. That's a shout out to the maybe prostitutes.
But what you just said.
I'd like to live. That's like believing in Santa Claus.
But what you just said doesn't diminish what I said. I'd still like the list.
totally.
Like that chick is, I want her and all her friends.
I want the list.
I want to know.
Just the list.
I feel
Your
like,
circle.
I feel like I'd be in on that by now. Like, know that
Oh,
exists.
okay.
No,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
why wouldn't it? You see
No.
that fat picture, it's like, yo, I'm like, we have all these Instagram girls. Side note, I'm a prostitute. Like,
Right.
you probably could do good business in this office. So I think we'd know.
This was a wild 3 minutes. 13-year-olds fucking to being pimps.
In Dubai.
In Dubai.
Hope our
to
guests
us
are
being
enjoying
pimps.
here.
Not
In
pimps.
New York.
No, you said you'd want the list.
I would. I'd like to look at it. you'd like to procure
Yeah.
it and people know
Dan just
about
wants
it
to know the list.
and
Just
make
like-
some money
I
off
read it
of
for
it.
the articles.
just
I read it for the articles.
Yeah,
No pictures,
I'd like
right.
to know it.
Last one, and this real quick, had to give this a shout out. This old 97-year-old vet doing the national anthem on a harmonica on Pearl Harbor Day yesterday. Most electric national anthem I think I've ever seen. I'd love to see what Kaepernick would do. And this would have been the ultimate, because if you don't stand when this guy is doing this, I think you have to be executed.
On Pearl Harbor Day.
On Pearl Harbor Day with this guy. And by the way, I wrote in the blog too, I'd love to be a harmonica guy. I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
You don't break it out all the time. You break it out maybe once or twice a year.
It's a very fine line between being the cool harmonica guy and the annoying harmonica
Totally.
guy.
Tim Kaine.
That's the one with the...
The guy, people will forget all about Tim Kaine's vice presidency bid, but they'll remember he's a harmonica guy.
And he has the double too.
Yeah.
I don't want the double. I want the blues traveler guy.
Yeah, that's the thing though. There's only like 5 harmonica guys on the planet.
Yeah.
There's
Like
like
the
Billy
blues
Joel, blues traveler guy, the old vet,
Bob
and then it would be
Dylan.
you. You're top 4 or 5 automatically.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the rundown. Do we have any post-show? Again, we're doing Army-Navy. I don't know if, Chaps, do you want to say anything about it or no? Do you have an impromptu speech that you want to start doing a...
The pageantry of Army Navy is awesome.
Yeah,
have you
that's a bucket list.
have you ever
anthem,
been with Chaps in a military environment?
I might have been around, maybe not.
It's a scene.
different type of
We're
Chaps?
gonna have him. We could have like impromptu like.
Might have to give another speech.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
But I
Still
mean,
one
people
of the
have
craziest things
asked
I've-
me about that speech. The dude, I had to, in that situation, because
was
we
that,
had
the ball?
we had like an old school
I
church.
think I've
like,
told this story. So when Chaps and I went to the Marine birthday ball in San Diego, and all due respect to all the Marines, the best. The guy who gave the keynote speech was the worst speech I've ever heard.
Yeah, it was just basically like you would see it like an old church where it's like next slide.
And it was him in
next slide.
Vietnam, but it'd be like, this is me next to a plant. And then the next slide, this is me sitting on the ground. Next slide, this is my friend Joe. Next slide. And it went on forever.
Right.
So Chaps, with the guy who invited us, was like, do you want me to save the speech? We're like, yeah, Chaps, whatever. Chaps runs into the middle, like, picture a wedding and there's just the dance floor in the middle. He ran into the middle of the dance floor and just started.
It was a breezy walk.
You stormed up there. Now, the thing that I think was confusing at first, so he just started, like, screaming his speech out.
There was a man that I met shortly after I met my wife, and his name was Jack Sims. Jack Sims was the greatest Marine that I've ever known. Jack Sims sat by a man named Ron in the battlefield that was known as Iwo Jima.
What was confusing and interesting in the beginning is everybody there was dressed in military gear, their uniforms. Chaps and I were civilian clothes, so nobody really knew who Chaps was.
Right.
So it's like, who is this guy? And you started it actually, I'm Chaps from Barstool Sports.
Right.
And like, who the fuck is that?
Right.
But then once you got into your background, and I will say this, Chaps was way more decorated. Like, I don't know any of the terms, like, but when Chaps would say, you know, what you were or what you retired as, everyone's like, whoa. So it was a big deal. But the point is, tomorrow, keep an eye on Chaps because we don't know. Get a little
at the
booze in
50-yard
them.
line, like-
Get a little booze in them, and we could have some impromptu like oorah speeches. Oorah, not hoorah. Oorah.
Yeah, thank you. So Dave and Dan are going, ZBT crew is going. Fun fact, West Point has not won since Connor enrolled there in 2002.
Interesting.
curse
So is it the curse of
Crean.
Connor? Is it the
Wow.
Connor curse?
Interesting.
We'll be able to
Interesting.
have the Connor curse
Who do you
broken.
root for as a Marine?
Nobody, because I don't.
Okay.
I
No,
don't
but
root.
that's
I
part of
don't.
the
But,
Navy.
no, but I don't root for officers. Fuck that. No.
Oh.
I'm an enlisted guy.
So just booze, just boo everybody.
I mean,
I could get down with
I'll
that.
begrudgingly
Just go and hate everybody.
just because he's an army dude. I'll begrudgingly wear the Navy stuff.
right. I think we're Army guys.
Yeah, we're Army guys.
My mother
Yeah.
is
You're a
beside
Marines guy.
herself.
You're
because
at
my
least a
grandfather
Well, I'm
Marines
a
was
guy.
Marines
Navy
guy, but I'm an Army guy because I root for the team that hasn't won forever, and I'm also going to bet on them. +8.
What's the total?
I don't know what the total is.
We had actually a good conversation because we're taking the train back. We're like, oh, we're not going to make the 7 p.m. train. It's like, it's Army Navy. They just run the football.
Yeah,
They
it's
play.
over in
Quick
2.5
clock.
hours.
So we're gonna tweet out where we're gonna be.
Yep.
All of the proceeds from the tailgate that we're going to is going to a guy got both of his legs blown off in Afghanistan. So all the proceeds, they raised $14,000 last year. All the proceeds, we're going to have way more money this year, is going to go to pay for him to have a home. It's going to pay for his house.
I actually think,
cool.
chaps, we could probably too, if they have like a GoFundMe or however they're doing it, if we just write
'cause
that,
there's
we'll
two guys.
probably
There's two
we'll
guys.
probably rate. I bet we can at least double or triple that just with the Barstool crowd.
Yeah, I think so too.
So maybe we get the link for that, put that up, and then we can just let people who aren't there as well contribute.
Yeah,
I
so
love
come
that
say
idea.
hello. Yep.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay. Cool.
So
Thanks, chaps.
we'll see you guys all there Saturday. All right, that's a rundown.